Now for the GUE, Mr. Papademoulis, please.
Thank you very much, President. Minister, let me add my words of welcome to you. 20 days ago, 3 weeks ago, the Italian Prime Minister created great expectations in many quarters by setting out the programme of the Italian presidency. Now, I jotted down some of the phrases. He said, the policies of austerity have failed. We now must look towards growth and job creation. It would be a waste of time to have rules which are focused exclusively on austerity if they have the job of increasing unemployment, unquote. And I hope that today you'll be able to explain to us what kind of changes are needed, what kind of reforms need to be put in place by the Italian presidency. Because I think that your speech today, your remarks this morning, were really a very sudden landing. In other words, it's the high-flying objectives set out by Prime Minister Matteo Renzi have now come down to earth with a bump because of the Merkel dogma. And today you were telling us we need improved implementation, better use of the existing rules, not a change of those rules. And therefore my question there is, let's get down to earth there as well. Can you tell us in practical terms, Carlo Padoan, a minister in the Renzi government, what do you intend to do in practical down to earth terms in order to translate the outline of the objectives set out by in the conclusions of the presidency and also the initial presentation to the European Parliament? Because the fact of the matter is that outside of these rooms, youth unemployment is rising, is running at very high levels. We are seeing low investment. We have seen recession, and several countries, including your own, have got high levels of debt, which some people say are untenable or rather unsustainable. And we need to get replies to those questions and examples, because was Matteo Renzi Prime Minister, was that simply an exercise in rhetoric? Or can we expect, is it going to be simply more of the Merkel-Schäuble line, or can we expect something different and something better? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Well, first of all, I cannot speak on behalf of my boss, but I certainly subscribe with his long view ideas about putting growth and jobs at the center of the agenda. The job of a finance minister, at least as I understand it, I may be totally wrong, is to try to implement those ideas in very practical ways. And based on my experience and based on my assessment of the reasons that have held back growth in Europe, as I said before, this is the combination of two adverse factors. The crisis, of course, which has been very severe and widespread, but also a declining growth potential in Europe, which has been a phenomenon ongoing much before the crisis broke out. So we need to address impediments to growth that which were in place in many countries, and this is the structural agenda in all countries. Let me stress that again, in all countries, not in just some countries, which have to be addressed. Think of an economy where you have three main forces. First of all, more integration, both European and global integration. And if you look at the evidence of growth episodes in the post-war period, you will find inevitably that more opening leads to more growth. Second, structural reform agendas which address the impediments to growth so that allow business, allow households to exploit opportunities of growth coming from more opening. and then investment, which is the vehicle through which we rebuild productive capacity, and more importantly, we introduced innovation in the economy, which is the ultimate driver of productivity. This is in simple words, my model of the world. I do not know whether this is an agenda of someone or someone else. This is the agenda that the Italian government has put in place and which I intend to support. Thank you.